it's Sean Hammond with Premier Guitar. We're at Musikmesse 2010 in Frankfurt, Germany, hanging with Matthias.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, I'm excellent.
We're at the MJ Guitars booth, and we've got your huge collection. I don't know, is this all of your guitars here, or just a small portion of your awesome vintage guitars and road guitars?
It's the first time that I'm like an exhibitor on a music fair with my guitar store, MJ Guitars, Munich, and I just brought a small collection, but one that is like kind of shining because I concentrated on my Candy Apple Red collection, and this is the new section with my signature guitars from Fender, but I also have it might be the biggest collection because I have a complete collection of all pre-CBS Fender instruments in the custom color. It was a custom color at the time, Candy Apple Red. So you see something very rare. Let me show you. Here you see that is the Matthias signature Stratocaster, called, like for fans and friends, the Jaguar. And that is the limited edition made by Fender Japan. While you here have one of the prototypes from the American custom shop. And I call this the Vegas model because the planets, Saturns, are like loud and shiny. Here you have, like, for example, a rare Subsonic in Candy Apple Red. Here we have the Mastercaster. This is my own, like, converted Stratocaster with like a very special pickup technique, which I can explain later. And this is the one with the matching headstock.
Now, who did you work with to develop these?
This is made by Boris Domanger, who is a great guitar maker. And he also makes my Explorers. He makes a lot of guitars for Scorpions. And this is all, he uses like nitro lacquer, he uses the best wood, and everything is handcrafted, including the scratch plate. We worked 2 days, one day to find a position, the next day to listen back to about like maybe 300 or 400 takes where I played onto like a hard disk, and we like put numbers on and could say like, okay, the take at 457 from yesterday, the 310 is the best position. And so we worked out like on scales, the angle of this pickup is so very important, and the position. And it's a patent pickup. It's a true single coil and a true humbucker at the same time. It's not like turning off one coil or out of phase. It's a totally new thing. It's totally different. It's very complicated inside, but it works perfectly.
So when you were doing all the trial and error to find out the angle that you wanted, then you wanted the bridge pickup at, what were you shooting for?
I was trying this whole idea, starting with that Fender signature guitar. This is like another development, like a step up. It's just to reproduce all the sounds I'm doing in the studio. I play most of the overdubs in the Scorpions, and then I use Telecasters, Stratocasters, Explorers, endless balls, whatever sounds best for the song. But to reproduce it with one guitar and two hands on stage is complicated. And so therefore, I need a guitar where I can do everything in once. So it has 24 frets. It has a Floyd Rose tremolo system. It has, like, this can be a single core humbucker. I can have the Strat position. I can have a tele sound. I can have like a Les Paul sound with this, and like turn the tone down. This is something I also invented for easy. If I pull this will be a humbucker. Now it's a single core. And this is just because if you have sweaty hands on stage, it's tough to get a grip on those. So this is easy, and then you go back. And this switch goes for this pickup all the way through just here. No tone, no other. It's like a dragged out. We call it the full force switch.
So when that mini toggle is in the up position, that's just regular Strat control.
Everything works. And I also have 2 volumes, which I already had for my first Fender signature Strat, because then I can, like, let's say I preset in the position, if this is 5 or this is 1, then is position 2. I have the typical this single coil in between position, and set it with that volume to whatever, 6 or 7. But if I go like this and have this volume already set on 10, I have the humbucker here. And if I want to go extreme, I use that switch, and I'm automatically here with anything else, without anything else. And therefore, I have like 2 sounds. I can switch from, let's say, like a Hendrix Strat sound to a full Explorer in one. So without wasting time.
Very
Anyway,
cool.
That's the reason why I needed to develop this.
Okay, so what else do you want to show us
Now
here?
we come to the old part of the Candy Apple Red collection. Here you see a very rare 5-string bass from 1964. Or even, I don't know how many they made of those in Candy Apple Red. It's a 6-string bass with a tremolo and 3 pickups.
They're gorgeous.
I know, this is like, the people from Fender were here yesterday when we were setting up the booth. They all came to go, wow, because nobody's ever seen like all of these together. And to be honest, it's my first time as well.
Yeah,
I see like this part, but while this is still on the road or in cases, so all of them at once, even for me the first time.
yeah. I was looking at this before you came over, and I didn't even know that they had a 5-string that old. You said it's from '64.
I think so, yes. 64, 65, the jazz bass 65, this precision is 63, and so it's all pre-CBS.
Okay, and then moving over here.
The Mastercaster, here we have an electric 12-string. It's not that rare, I've seen a few. Here we have the old Jazzmaster without binding. I have another one over there with binding, so I needed like one with and without. Telecaster, 64 I think. This one is also 64, but this is the one I play like Wind of Change, a very successful song. I play the intro with that one. And then I played like with a Strat I don't have here. I played the rest, and then I used an Explorer for something else. And to reproduce that song, since we had to play it all of a sudden, every night, that is the reason why I developed this guitar. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So we have like 3 Strats. Like this is in great condition. This is a bit beat up. So is this, but they just look cool. Some of them you find on these posters up there.
It looks like this one's been refinished from a pewter or something, or is that just normal arm rub?
That is. This is not all original. I think it's all original parts, but I think the scratch plate came from a different guitar originally. This is like 100% original, untouched, but somebody just beat this up earlier. I have this already for like 20 years, and since then I didn't play it a lot. I just take them out for studio work, don't take them on the road. And here we have like more another Jazzmaster with binding this time. Yes, this is a rare thing. It says nothing but Fender on the headstock. I found this 3 years ago in San Francisco, and it's a duosonic, and people assume it's the only one in that color because it's from the 66, 67, where they developed the duosonic into something else, and this is like a mixture of different, exactly. And so it looks like it's a prototype.
Amazing.
Very rare. No one
Gotta
from
stop
Fender had
drooling
ever
here.
seen this. Yeah, exactly. Here is a Jaguar, and here's another one. And you can see like the Candy Apple Red hasn't always been the same. It has a different, it's a bit lighter than this one, but both in beautiful condition, all 64.
Okay.
So that's the stuff in red, and we obviously have other guitars.